Verstanden?
Zieh ich dich da mal rüber. So, recording in progress. Cool. Kemper Profiler Jones and Talks, Season 2, and we are coming again with a special broadcast. This time we have the subject switching, a concept and an art. What does it mean? Well, we guitar players have to switch our tones to fit our performances and the songs to the arrangements and things like this. And to do this, of course, we have foot switches, or some let their stuff control via MIDI from a central data track. But this all depends on you, the player's concept of how you want to arrange your tones. If you want to change the parameters of your current setup to be louder, have more gain and stuff like this, and increase a little bit of delay, which means you're just changing the parameters of your current setup, or if you want to completely switch to another setup, or to completely switch to another set of effects, or just control the parameter of the effects. So these are a lot of questions we are confronted with every day. And yeah, all our devices have various offerings to deal with this. And yeah, to get a little bit more into the details about what the Profiler has on the menu here, we have again Mr. Thomas Dill as a guest. Hi, Thomas. Cool. He made a lot of, he made all the tutorial videos for the Kemper Profiler, and he knows every little nudge and bolt and trick and possibility with all the switches, because not only on, off and parameter control, also several parameters inside of the effects are switchable. And how to deal with this and how to come with usable setups to maneuver through the sounds, we will hear and learn a lot about this from Thomas today. So enough of me with all this introduction. Let's head over to Thomas and talk about the various concepts and possibilities of switching with a profiler.
Yeah, you said it already. First of all, you need to define which, I would say, switching guy you are. So some people like to have it just, so I would say the one switch guy. Having one song, one performance for one song, and you have the intro sound, the verse sound, the solo sound, and the bridge sound, or something like that. So just tap on one switch, change the whole parameters, change the whole setting if needed, and you're done. You don't have to think about anything. Then this is the easiest way. So you just store one rig, the verse rig, chorus rig, and you're done, and you switch between those two rigs, and you don't ever have to think about something. The other thing is, that's what I think many guitar players like to do. We like to have some little variations, and if we like to do or play with some delay, add some distortion and something like that. So the pedalboard style is very useful and very common for guitar players. And this means you need to you have one rig and you have some variations. You can switch on and off some effects, maybe do some morphing stuff where some parameters can be added or changed, and you are a little bit more variable for doing sounds just on the fly. if you think, oh, my solo guitar needs a little bit more delay, yeah, then turn on the delay. So you're not prisoned in one sound. And this is the topic for today: how to switch some effects on and off in one rig, and to be more variable, to have some more sounds. Okay, something to add, Thomas?
No, cool. That's exactly, yeah, the big part of the whole story. Because you said it, you know, in the pedalboard mode, where you would be, that would represent you as a guitar player in terms of, you know, your bread and butter stuff that would be there. And if you would be able to take, you know, the Profiler stage, whatever, and go to any session, and you would have your, most probably your amps there with the basic delay and reverb settings, and then you can switch on drives and choruses and whatever, just like with a pedal board, which is a completely different situation compared to if you're playing, for example, in a cover band or in a big act that has the set list, where you most probably would have per song your dedicated designed rigs plus a little bit of options for pedal board stuff, depending on where the show might be going. But you want to get into this, you know, the generic pedalboard setup, that you have your tools available in any situation, if I understood that right, correct? Yeah.
Flexible setup.
Yeah.
Smooth, flexible setup. So first of all, I have one rig, and I will show you the rig manager. So here we are. Crunch amp and some effects prepared: a wah pedal, pure booster, fuzz, tremolo, single delay, and natural reverb. And now I'd like to switch these things on and off, and assign them to some switches. So this is the basic stuff. Now we are going to the Profiler stage. Here we are. I hope the picture is, it's right. Okay. So you see here, no switches are assigned now. And it's really easy. First of all, for my live setup, I have the wah pedal in the module A, and this is controlled by the mission pedal. And the great thing on that mission pedal is it has a switch. So like a common wah, a crybaby wah, if you press that switch, the wah is on. So this is my first switching stuff. Module A, always wah pedal for the live setup, and switched on by the mission pedal. And you can see it in the pedals menu. I have one pedal. Pedal 1 is on the left side. It's my volume pedal. You don't see it in the picture now. Pedal 2 is the switch from the mission pedal. It's set to mono switch, and switch tip is A on off. So that means when I press this switch from the pedal, the module A will be turned on. And this can also be an overdrive or something like that, but I use it as a wah pedal. And the pedal 4 is used as the morph pedal. And in the pedal links, morph pedal to wah means the morph pedal, the dedicated morph pedal, the mission pedal, can also control the wah effect. So this is for me, the best setting to have, doing morphing with the pedal, and when I'm switching on the wah, it controls the wah effect. So, okay, this is module 1. Then we have the pure booster. To just assign the on-off setting for one effect module, you have to press the button here, this one, B, and press at the same time then the effect switch. So now I can control the pure booster on and off with the switch 1. I do the same with the fuzz, the tremolo, and the delay. So now you see booster, fuzz, tremolo, and a slapback delay. Okay, this is the easy setup. Very fast assigned, and sometimes if you have another effect, you can change. If you think, okay, if I have here a phaser programmed and like to use it on that rig, then turn off one of the others and switch the phaser on off. Now, special stuff. First thing, maybe you like to use the booster and the fuzz in toggle situation. So that means you have the booster on and then toggle between fuzz and boost. You don't need really the pure amp sound. Okay, these pedals can be switched with one footstep, but it's a bit hard to take two pedals at once. So you can assign them in toggle situations. So that means I will turn off the switching from the fuzz. And now the booster is on at switch 1. Fuzz is off. I press the C button and at the same time then the 1 button. And oh no, I just left it. Yeah, now it's okay. So now we can switch between those two and toggle those two. Fuzz, boost.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that was understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is.
Okay, next thing is, so toggle between two effects. Nice thing. Let's say we only take the boost for the lead sound, and I like to have the lead sound, the boost combined with the delay. So that means 2 effects with 1 switch, not toggling, only 2 effects, 1 switch. I'll show you that. So here we are. I need to assign this guy off and this guy off. So taking the fuzz again to number 2, and we have the delay at number 4. And now turning delay off and turning the boost off, and then pressing boost button, B button, and the 4 switch at the same time. And we have both lighted, and you can switch on and off both at the same time. Off.
And then you can add the boost by hitting switch A, right?
The fuzz.
No, yeah. Now you're doing. You're switching the fuzz on and the delay on.
No, boost and boost.
Boost. Sorry. Yeah.
This is delay and boost.
Mm-hmm.
Fuzz is here.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I can do it vice versa, no problem. So fuzz and delay for lead sounds and the boost separately.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't switch on and off the boost with a separate switch. So taking the boost with switch 1, then it changes here. So you don't have two switches. So if you're thinking, okay, I switch the boost on with the delay, but maybe I like to switch the boost off with then another switch. You can't take one effect with two switches and switch them.
It is possible, but in a completely different way, but that is for later.
Yes.
I just wanted to make you curious for
the M word, M word.
Definitely sticking with us.
And starting with M and ending with offing. Okay.
The unique feature of the profiler. You won't get this anywhere else.
No, I don't want to confuse anybody. So
absolutely, you're right.
These are the simplest. This is the simplest way to use the on and off switches of the effect modules. And as you said in the beginning, there are some different switches inside the effects which are great to use. And you can also put them on or assign them to one of these effect switches. And I will show you at the rig manager another one. This is the rotary effect. Where's my pick? Pick's gone. Next pick. It's always. The special thing with the rotary effect is you can change the speed from fast to slow. And this is, one thing very important when you're playing with this effect, that you have the ability to change these two settings. And you can do this in the profiler's effect menu. So again, changing the camera. Getting better light. Okay. So here we are. Here's the switch for rotary effect on off. And when I press the button, once again, here we are in the edit menu of the rotary. And here on the top left, there's the button for the tempo change. Now it's too slow, set to slow. Now it's set to fast. And the switch here, the light in the button lights up when it's set to fast. And it's totally easy to assign that to an effect switch here. Just press this button, the same as with the effect modules. Press this button and press at the same time the desired number switch or effect switch. So now we have this tempo setting on this foot switch, so it's set to slow. And when it lights up, so easy thing, easy going. And you can assign that to another switch, because the problem is, so for me, in my live setups, I've usually have one performance. This is my jam performance, clean sound, crunch sound, and lead sound at the far right, at the number 5. And some prepared effects just for these situations to get these typical chorus sounds, some tempo delay and everything like that. And if you have one of these 4 switches for the rotary switch, you lose one effect switch. And I always set this rotary effect or speed switch to the looper switch. I will show you later.
Yeah.
Yeah, some nice specials to use there. Another thing is great parameters on the, wait a minute, now I need to change again to the rig manager. And we have this one here called infinity delay. A nice sound. I love that. So, lush delay sound with a lot of feedback, and the mix level at a high of 82%. And the great thing on these delays is you can just crank the feedback knob up to 100% and it won't loop or oscillate. So these oscillating tape delay sounds, you won't get that even if you have 100% feedback. It just, takes very long, but it doesn't get this nerdy, crazy sound. But when you switch on infinity, you can do that. You can create these loops. Listen to that. Now, turning that off. Okay, this switch can be set to an effect switch on the remote or the profiler stage. And another thing, the freeze button. This is that guy here. Turning on infinity. You freeze this effect sound and now you can play. Okay, stop it. So nice stuff. Now taking this stuff to the profiler stage. Also easy. So we are here and taking the delay parameters, and you see it here on it's page 2 on the delay parameters. You see infinity and freeze. And easy as with the rotary stuff. Infinity, press the switch, press freeze, and press the switch. So you can now get this infinity parameter and now freeze it and play. The problem, what I have with that setup, it's great, but as you have heard maybe, when I freeze this delay stuff, just for some intros playing on stage, getting this cloud of delay, and then play over this delay, you have a really dry sound. And that doesn't really feel great. So what I'm doing, I did that for that particular sound on stage. I copied the delay. Wait, another one, rig manager. Okay, here we are. Here is the delay. I just copied that on the module, and I set the switches of the dual delay of this one. You can see it now. Infinity turns on and the freeze turns on with the foot switches. And now I just switch the second delay, which I copied, on with the freeze button. Hope you understand that. I will show
you
you.
put the freeze and the delay onto the same switch.
Yeah. So this is my second delay, the delay for the freeze sound. This is now turned on. Now it's off. Press it. Okay, you see, freeze is on and the second delay is on. And now when I play and freeze the sound, yeah, takes it a bit of time to fade out.
Welcome to Stranger Things country. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the great thing, to have two effects on one switch, and sometimes you need really this. It's okay, nerdy stuff, but when it's not heavy to do this, and it's great then just for a little intro or something in the middle part of some songs. Great to have for stage performance, especially.
Yeah, pretty cool. Well, I always when I prepared the stuff for live situations, I always try to be not too song specific, but to have some general concepts there, like and you mentioned the looper switch, for example, that I would have the bread and butter stuff for the basic tones, as you said, the clean stuff, crunchy, distorted solo stuff, and then the effects on offs or maybe toggles, and these special features like freeze or speed of the rotary. I would have one dedicated switch which is only used for this special stuff, so that wherever I am, in which state of mind or in which song, I know that if there's something activated in terms of effects, this special switch, if I hit that, it will do something additional to this. So that's my thinking, and you can do that. I haven't thought about this. That's a good tip, for example, with the looper switch, if you don't use the looper.
I will show you how to do that, because it's really important. So stage again,
because then you would be safe and wouldn't have to remember, oh, for this song and these sounds
yes. My concept on using these switches is always here some boosts, so some switches for A, B, C, D, and here some modulation and delay. I've really not often switch on reverbs, because reverb is just to get a amp in the room sound, and I won't switch this one on and off. But here the other three are switched by these two. So this is my starting concept, and you see in the profiler display which is switched on and which is not switched off, and with which switch. Hard for the German man here.
Lord Hesketh Fortith Q. To little with him. Yeah.
So you see nothing prepared on these modules. Boost is here, but with no switch assigned. So if I would like to assign this one, you see now it's with switch 1 on and off, rotary on and off. And yeah, okay, so let's see the looper switch. I don't use the looper for a live setup, but I want, but I'm a static user of the rotary sound, and this should be the speed change knob for the rotary effect. So go to the system menu on, I think page 4. Yeah, page 4 now in this, and button assignment. So you can assign for the looper button, this one, tuner button, this, and the tap button here on the down right, different functions. So setting the looper button for, you see here, infinity, freeze from the delay, and rotary speed. So now I have the rotary effect. And that's it. You can also do different stuff, just turning on all the stomps and off. So if you have maybe 2 or 3 overdrives stacked and you like to turn all of them off, you can just use that one. So if I have one set, let's say, no, another one, distortion, load. So I have 2 distortions. Now they are turned on and off, hopefully at the same time. It doesn't do it. Why? Yeah. Okay, it's the switch is on, but here they are switched off. It works. Okay, some different stuff. And like I did with the wah pedal, you can do a single module on off, delay on off, mod on off, X on off, D, and so on. And you also can turn this switch totally off. So, but this is my favorite setting, rotary speed. And of course, if you don't need the tuner, you can do the same with the tuner and have another special switch for this one. So maybe if you like to have 4 effects with these and then 2 effect modules, maybe A and B with these set, and the tuner, you don't need a tuner, you have a clip tuner, or set the tuner to a volume pedal at 0.
So that adds possibly three dedicated switches to the arsenal of maneuvering the effects. That's pretty handy, because then it saves space, and would even make space for, because you can, I think you can have in total 4 additional devices connected to the profiler to switch with the stage. So you could have 4 expression pedals or 3 expression pedals plus 1 extra switch, 2 switches and 2 expression pedals and stuff like that, plus the 3 extras on the stage. So that's a lot of stuff to create some chaos with.
But to be honest, as a guitar player playing live on stage, take it easy, do it simple. It's I always sit here and program stuff and everything like that, and then you're on stage or at the rehearsal and you think about, okay, now I morph the delay sound a little bit, and you don't do that because something happens and it's too much sometimes. So think about using it easy. And maybe more simple switching than, I can do this with morphing and some delay levels. Forget it. It's just especially when you're in a jamming situation. So when you are in a concert program, maybe tour project or something like that, and you do the 21st gig in a row, then you can concentrate on that special stuff and 55% delay mix level for the 2 bars in the bridge section. But in a jam situation, you won't do that. So all my performances for jam situations are easy setups. And just some you see the colors. Okay, this blue is modulation effect, green is reverb or delay, and everything's fine.
Yeah, that's really important, because that's what I try to hint at with the introduction. It's a concept and an art also, because that's what I learned. You have to take into consideration also your role on stage as part of the performance, because my act was kind of a solo act. I had some beats from some backing tracks, and the guitar was live, electric guitar was live, and the vocals were live, like an electric singer-songwriter. And the problem is, you're the only act on stage, and anything you do that has nothing to do with the audience takes away the entire act away from the audience. So that includes tuning, and that of course includes switching, because when you're singing and you're facing the audience and doing stuff, and then you have to find the right switch, especially when you're wearing glasses, because when you look down, you see just shit, as they say, and you have to do this and this one, and then you come back. But this forces you to stop being the performer in terms of singing.
You lose the contact to the audience.
Yeah, you lose the contact to the audience, and worse, when the song is not composed and arranged in a way that it allows for a pause. If it's going ba da 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 and directly into the chorus da 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 da, switch da da, and you will never hit that switch. And so I try to work with one switch, which was really, really difficult, because you always have to, most probably, and that's another thing to think about, is you need to switch the guitars and the pickups, and maybe run the volume knob as well while switching. And that's also a thing that's difficult to do with not looking at some moments at least, and to do it quick enough if you have to do 3 or 4 things at the time, which brought me to the idea that it would be great if we would have Bluetooth controlled pickup selector. Would be also cool, because then with your scenes you could switch your guitar setting as well, and you would be free from doing this. So, but anyways, it's just a special situation, because very often guitarists have the convenience to fully concentrate on what they are doing and switching their stuff, and so
it's always that thing that you're sitting in your rehearsal room or in your music room and preparing for those live situations, and you think, oh, it would be great to have this and this switch on and everything. But in this situation on stage, there are so many different aspects that you don't focus on when preparing at home. So think about having it easy as it can be. I used to play a musical, Jesus Christ Superstar, and therefore there was a lot. Normally it was for 2 guitars, but they need to reduce costs, and we had to play it with 1 guitar. And all the sounds I had, I just switched one to the next one. I had 2 switches, up and down. And because it was so fast to switch from this and that, and sometimes the saxophone player had to hold me the guitar to change the guitar fast enough, because it was just one bar or something like that, from move to electric to acoustic. And so in that case, you can't do that with, okay, I prepare some overdrive and some other stuff. So this means tuck, 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 and going on, and switching from one to the next one.
So just performances, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Next performance, next.
Yeah. That is really a thing to take into consideration. What's the concept that works best for you and your situation there? Yeah. That's so much for switching, and I think there's a lot of stuff to think about. And maybe we wrap it up here. If you haven't anything to add at this point, if you have questions, just let us know. We'll be happy to answer. And Thomas knows everything about this switch.
He has the most things forgotten already.
Yeah, but you've done it all, so it will come back immediately when somebody asks. I'm sure. Yeah. And for the next episode, we will get even more into the nitty-gritty stuff with the very unique possibilities of real-time performance and changing parameters with a profiler, speaking about the magical morphing. But for now, I say thanks a lot to Thomas for providing this amazing information, and see you soon. Bye.
Bye.